We hope you're feeling creative, because today we're going to check out our 50 most mind-blowing Fortnite skins. We've got everything you can think of, from original skins, to redesigns of some of your favorite characters, to superheroes, and even movie and video game crossover skins. And make sure to stick around until the end of the video, because we've got an update on 2 special DC skins coming to the game. But before we get into it, make sure to give us a thumbs up, hit that red subscribe button, and ring that bell so you never miss a video. And if you forget to subscribe, Beast Boy will turn you into a big green gorilla. This is NewScapeGames, your source for Fortnite news, leaks, ideas, and theories. Let's see what we got.
With Beast Boy and Raven already in the game, adding the lovable Tamaranian is a no-brainer. Starfire would bring some much-needed levity to the sometimes dour reality that is living in a non-stop battle royale. Her appearance would be based on her classic look in the Teen Titans animated TV show, the one we all know and love. After Starfire, we'd hope to see Robin and Cyborg to round out the team. But before then, another comic book character demanded entry to our list. With the release of the new Venom 2 trailer, we were thrilled to see a new Marvel villain added to the big screen. Carnage is a single entity unlike Venom, and was actually created after the dark symbiote entered his bloodstream, hence why his exterior is red. Before becoming the famous villain, he was still an evil man known as Cletus Cassidy, who was a serial killer. We can bet that if he entered Fortnite, he could rack up a lot of kills as well. Toon Midas. That's right, the Toons came after Meowscles first, and now they've taken over Midas. Well, in our hopeful design, that is. We love to see different versions of Midas, and wouldn't it be wild to see Midas illustrated with sharply drawn lines and silly cartoon gloves? Midas was a little pale before, but now he's literally black and white. Steamboat Willie may have made a lot of gold for Walt Disney, but he's no match for the cartoon man with the golden touch. Fry. This guy is our wacky fish friend from another reality. Though he's got a fish head, he's got the legs of a human to run as fast as he can across the island. And yeah, he'd probably be best friends with Fishstick. Mastermind. We love this design. The character looks suave in his all-black suit, but could make you dizzy if you stare at his TV head for too long. It could also distract you in the middle of a match. In our imaginative lore, Mastermind is the CEO of I.O., and he has to pay a visit to the island to make sure the loop remains intact. Experiment 56A. The idea behind this skin is that an I.O. scientist took a bunch of characters from Fortnite and combined them with herself. The result was Experiment 56A, a terrifying beast to say the least. It would have the head of a hybrid, an arm for the Demogorgon, the legs of the Devourer, and around them would be the remnants of a lab coat, a reminder to be careful what you wish for. The Warden. This skin has black and white armor for serious protection, and takes its LED face design from the members of the Seven. The Warden's face may look cute, but their powerful body hints they could demolish you. However, if you choose this skin in a game of Team Rumble, you may find friends and other players dressed as the Visitor or the Paradigm. Commander Steel. Being the commander of the IO Guard units, this guy would be tougher than what you experienced in Chapter 2 Season 5. He'd be equivalent to fighting Dark Raz of this season, so you'd have to be ready. His skin has elements of white to distinguish his rule over the lesser IO Guards, and his armor also has a bunch of scuffs to show he's seen plenty of battle before. An original partner in crime of Agent Jones, Agent Janice Lord would now come to the island to fight against Jonesy. Her sole mission would be to make sure that the Foundation does not escape from the Spire, and she would often team up with Spire Guardians around the map. She'd have an all-black suit to show she's not messing around, but would leave her blonde hair exposed to show she likes to cut loose sometimes. Would you choose this skin for fighting? Omega Agent. This would be another intimidating skin. It would make you think twice before picking a fight with him. He's a fusion of Omega and Chaos Agent, as you can see by the combination of body parts. After biting off more than he could chew, the abominable amalgamation Omega Agent is dripping in black goo and shines red lights to signal his malice. Watch out! After a full moon has hit the island, Luna the she-wolf has risen from the darkness and is on the prowl. She's the female counterpart of Dire, and we know she'd be even more fierce. Her thick head of hair speaks volumes about her personality. She can't be tamed. So grab your shotgun and prepare for a face-off. Though we like hunting raptors on the island, we'd like it even more if we could play as one. Talon would be the perfect black and red scaly skin to intimidate your opponents. Not only could you screech in their faces with his fierce set of teeth, you could also dart across the map at high velocity with those powerful dinosaur legs. Levi is a skin design which is a combination between Leviathan and Vendetta. His head is actually a Vendetta flopper, which only survives with a fish tank attachment on top of his body. His red, blue, black and gray suit is meant to match Vendetta's color scheme, and while the body design takes after Leviathan's, it's also a reference to early, bulky scuba diving suits. Dot is a fun skin who shows her insect-inspired fashion. She's got an overcoat that is styled after a red ladybug, and she's even got little antennas on her hood.
She also sports red ladybug boots to help her dash through the storm. Don't let her friendly appeal fool you though. She could take you out with a rifle or bow and you wouldn't even know it hit you, though she may just have fun catching fireflies. Cornelius is a space ape who was actually part of an accident. He was launched into space on a mission to study the anomalies of the 0 point, only to get sucked into the loop. Now he's stuck fighting for his life day in and day out. Not to worry though, he's been equipped with a special orange suit to protect against the harshest of weather conditions. And his primal side would help him tame any animal on the island. Ensign is a character inspired by Star Trek. After all the Star Wars skins we've seen in the past, we thought it'd be nice to give another space-themed franchise a chance. Ensign could prove her intelligence by crafting any sort of weapon on the island, and her association with IO may prove her handy when figuring out how to break the loop. If she's willing to cooperate, that is. As an alternate version of Bryce 3000, Bryce 9000 is even more powerful. Decked out in a sleek, all-silver suit, this futuristic fighter would be sure to catch your attention if introduced to the game. His singular red eye is a reference to the HAL 9000 computer from 2001: A Space Odyssey, so if you don't watch your back, this guy could turn on you. Penguin may have the innocent face of a penguin, but as you can see, he's pretty buff. It could kick your butt. He wears white pants so he can match with his snowy surroundings, though he'd be a fearless fighter in any part of the map. Since Penguin couldn't fly himself, he'd be a big fan of picking up his bird brother chickens and long jumping his way through the loop. And trust us, he'll go cuckoo if you give him an SMG. Inspired by a familiar dwarf from Middle-earth, this guy could cut down the competition with his deadly pickaxe. If you check out all of the armor he wears, you can tell dwarf's been in thousands of battles. His scars and lengthy beard reveal the story of his past, along with all of the tattoos on his face. Leon the Chameleon is one of our funnier looking skin designs, and we love him for it. His long sticky tongue is a force to be reckoned with, because not only can he kill flies, he can kill any foe on the island. He's also got a green and purple color scheme based on the camo backbling of the past, but he could change colors after slurping a chug jug or consuming animal meat from a chicken or raptor. We felt the need to design the bus driver simply to answer the question, who drives the battle bus anyway? Well, now you're looking at him. The bus driver is outfitted with a hat, yellow reflective vest, a hoodie, and jeans. This guy has an important job, but he'd like to remain comfortable while doing it all day, every day. Praise be to all the bus drivers out there. Though the original Ark had the look of an angel, Dark Ark would resemble more of a fallen angel. She'd also be inspired by Mercy from Overwatch. It would feel otherworldly to play as this skin. However, if you saw her halo and wings approaching from afar, that'd mean you were probably about to get sent to another life. Pup may look friendly in the face, but he's actually a capable killing machine while equipped with his robot body. Most of Pup's armor is yellow because his main job in life was chasing down taxicabs, before he got fashioned with technology to hunt down humans. Who could have built such an apparatus though? Maybe it was Jules' side project after working on the Doomsday device. How else would you clean up radioactive waste on the island, while also wiping the floor with the competition? Well, with the Hazmat Havoc Creaker, of course. This guy was inspired by post-apocalyptic movies while also capturing the intensity of a gun-fueled game. If you sported the skin during a match, the gas mask may spare you the embarrassment of losing by simply scaring off other players. If you ever wanted a mermaid skin to be added to Fortnite, then this design is for you. Cora would be able to swim with magnificence in water since she'd be equipped with a fishtail, though she'd convert to human legs as soon as she touched land. And she's no little mermaid. She could pack a punch with either her coral pickaxe or a primal shotgun. We wanted to make a surfboard slacker member of the 7, so we came up with the Shredder. Not only could you have a blast as this guy surfing down to the island at the beginning of a match, you'd feel right at home fighting to protect your section of the beach at Sweaty Sands. You're either with him or against him, my dudes, and the only way to prove your righteousness is catching massive waves while escaping the storm. Dr. Sloane used to be Agent Jones's boss. Now she's just his enemy, and we'd bring her to Battle Royale to prove just that. With her dual-wielded pistols, she could take out just about anyone. She's had extensive training from IO to prove herself. Though she's got a slick style going on, you may be surprised to find out she could do backflips and bust a roundhouse kick to your face before you knew it. The Foundation's design speaks for itself. We've seen him in cutscenes, and we also know he's trapped in the Spire right now. His armor is made from technology unknown to those outside of the 7, but if he were in the game as a skin, it'd give us a chance to see just how powerful it is. The Miocellorian is the perfect combination of both Meowscles and the Mandalorian. Not only does he still have his impenetrable Beskar armor, but he also has cute kitty ears. And though the Mandalorian has always been both physically and mentally fit, this version really packs a punch with his infamous buff cat muscles. Meet the Ginger King. This guy may be made out of gingerbread, but he's far from being sweet. He'd always be staring you down with a frowny face, and he'd whoop your butt if you came anywhere near him. He's also decked out in serious icy armor, or better yet, icing armor. But that just means the Ginger King would fight even harder to protect his turf from candy cane equipped intruders. We thought we'd design a Summer Jules to give her a break from her mechanic work and let her experience the ocean. She's got a snorkel and goggle attachment to check out the little fishes swimming around, and her short shorts let you know she's trying to keep it cool under the sweltering sun. Plus, now you can see more of her tattoos. She's not afraid of the pain from an ink gun. With summer upon us, we thought we'd give Midas a hang-loose vibe to match that of his daughter. After the failure of his doomsday device, he can be found designing the architecture of his next great idea on the beaches of Sweaty Sands. Make sure to not hit him with a beach volleyball though, because he'd pull one of his golden pistols out so fast, you'd wake up on the battle bus. We love the character Rox, so we wanted to make a similar male-themed futuristic super soldier. Meet Rax. Though most of his outfit is white, he'd be fitted with a dashing red jacket and yellow fingerless gloves. You can tell from his stance that he's ready for anything, so we think this skin would be perfect to throw on and jump out of the battle bus with. Bunker Meowscles has emerged after years of taking shelter from nuclear fallout, and now he's got a thick lion's mane. Unfortunately, he's also skinnier than ever. It was difficult to find food down there. He didn't even have Peely to keep him company. Not to fret, his feline killing instincts are still fully intact. Kid Midas may have just arrived from boarding school, but it doesn't matter. He's a child prodigy. Check out his crown. He knows he's got the style worthy of royalty, and he's not afraid to show it. Kid Midas is decked out in a sweater vest and has golden daggers, because at every stage of his life, he's been able to prove he's got swagger. Fishstick took a tumble one day after dodging a bullet, and accidentally fell into some radioactive sludge. Now, he's Dripstick. Covered in green slime and equipped with 3 eyeballs instead of 2, he's deadlier than ever. His vision is enhanced and he can properly aim a gun. Pick this guy and you're a winner. Castaway Midas has been lost at sea for quite some time, hence the long, butchy beard and tattered clothes. Yeah, he can still turn objects to gold, though that's not much help when you don't have anybody around to trade food for. He'd fight his way back to the island to continue the rebellion against IO, and this hard-worn skin proves he'd have the patience to do so. Primal Sky is a new take on an old character. She deserves a fresh design. We'd give her a little flair with primal bones and feathers, and we'd bet that raptors would be her newfound inspiration, instead of sharks that is. Wouldn't you love to get a Primal Sky design skin in-game? With all of his other Marvel buddies in the game, Peter Parker sure is missing out. Since Epic hasn't given us our favorite wall crawler yet, we just designed him and imagined we could play as him. Though we'd probably get too distracted by webbing around Retail Row instead of fighting our enemies anyway. Who doesn't want to be Spider-Man? What if you were stuck underground for your whole life, only to come above ground and realize you were stuck on the Fortnite island? Good grief! We took inspiration for this vault dweller from the Fallout games, and she would fit perfectly with the primal animals, because she'd try to tame a wolf and have a companion. We could guess that she'd also try to make or repair a Pip-Boy accessory with all the mechanical parts lying around. We know we've got some fans of the Fallout series out there, and what better way to celebrate those games than to introduce the Fallout Power Armor skin to Fortnite. It'd be quite the deluxe skin crossover. Though this armor wouldn't have any extra defense than a regular skin, it sure would look cool when taking on a Spire Guardian or duking it out with Dark Raz. You know it'd be hard to resist dropping a couple of V-Bucks on acquiring this guy. We're bringing Minecraft Steve to the Fortnite island in all of his blocky greatness. How has Epic not made this a crossover skin yet? Steve's got his iconic teal shirt, blue jeans, and unforgettable rectangular body.
You know Steve would be a pro at mining building materials, but we have a feeling his video game clout would also allow him to get major wins across the board.
The Among Us crewmate is another crossover skin we felt we'd have to bring to the game. It's a little sus the character hasn't been around to be found yet. We imagine if sniper rifles were brought back into the game, the crewmate would seize the opportunity to take their foes out from a distance. Otherwise, they'd quietly sneak up from behind and take you out with their dagger. Though the Force has been strong with characters like Rey and Kylo Ren already in Fortnite, we think it's about time Epic adds the Jedi Master from the days of the Old Republic, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Poor Ben can't be left hanging out on Tatooine forever. Someone has to bring him back into the action. So we gave him a shot of redemption after losing Vader to the dark side and designed a skin for him. And you know he'd have his blue lightsaber as a pickaxe. Superman is here to save the day, and also help save the Foundation. Who else has the sheer amount of power that Superman poses? No one. The Man of Steel is a god. If introduced to the game, we'd give him his classic look with his red cape and boots, blue tights, and his superior S on the chest. Wouldn't you love to play a solo round with this super skin? It's only a matter of time before Wonder Woman gets her own skin in the game, so we're trying to be ahead of the curve. Diana would be decked out in her unmistakable fashion. Red top, blue bottom, red boots, silver gauntlets, and golden tiara. Plus, we'd have to include her golden lasso of truth. How else could she get the sweats to admit they're trying just a little too hard and need to take a break? If Fortnite ever enters the realm of the post-apocalyptic, we'll be ready with our Mad Max skin design. If this guy can survive Thunderdome, then surely he can survive round after round of Battle Royale. He was born for the action, and we think that he'd be well suited to drive the vehicles outfitted with off-road tires introduced this season. Oh baby, it's all coming together. The dumb, lovable Patrick Star would make a great addition to the Fortnite island. And while we're at it, why not also add his rock house into the ocean near Coral Castle? Maybe Patrick's aim might not be so good with a rifle, but hey, he'd be unstoppable with his own custom jellyfishing pickaxe. Watch out, SpongeBob. Your best friend is here to take the #1 spot in Battle Royale. Sometimes intimidating, sometimes lovable, King Shark would make a great DC Comics addition to Fortnite. Not only would he feel at home around Coral Castle, but he'd also enjoy the company of Animorph buddies like Fishstick and Meowscles. Well, he may eat Fishstick if no one's looking. Hey, it's every player for themselves out there. With a YouTuber as popular as Mr. Beast, we're surprised he doesn't have his own skin in Fortnite already. That's why we had to make our own version of him. He'd be decked out in Mr. Beast merch, of course, and yes, he would have to wear sweatpants. How else would he prove his zealousness in the world of online gaming? Whoa, that was a doozy. Our heads are spinning from witnessing so many designs in so little time. Which of these skins were your favorites? Which ones didn't you like? Let us know with a comment below. And before we forget, here's the scoop on the new DC skins coming soon. First, there's going to be a new Catwoman Zero skin that will arrive in the item shop on May 18th. If you're caught up on the comics, you'll know that she has been helping Batman figure out the mystery of the loop. Secondly, the original Harley Quinn skin is coming back into the game, so you'll have the choice between 2 of her skins to play as now. Well, that's all the time we have for today. And thanks for watching all the way through. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give us a thumbs up, hit that red subscribe button if you haven't already, and ring that bell so you never miss a video. You can also use code NewScapePro in the item shop to help support us whenever you're shopping around. This has been NewScapeGames, your source for Fortnite news, leaks, ideas, and theories. See you next time, folks.